Morning arrives, but for Tae Gong-sil tranquility is elusive. Exhausted, she awakens to find herself surrounded by ghosts once again, silent watchers lingering in the corners and seated on her floor. The memories of yesterday flood back to her mind. Tae Gong-sil makes her way to the kitchen, gazing into the window where her reflection reveals a deep sense of despair. The sun shines brightly outside, yet it cannot penetrate the darkness within her, as a spirit reaches out from behind her, yearning for her attention. In front of the mirror, Tae Gong-sil's reflection reveals the toll of sleepless nights and relentless hauntings. She grips the sink in an effort to steady herself. Beside her, a sorrowful, ghostly child lingers, eyes filled with unspoken words. Yet she remains unaware, desperately trying to avoid facing her chilling reality. Seated on her unmade bed, Tae Gong-sil is engulfed by a chaotic sea of clothes, her frustration evident as she searches for something to wear. In that moment, a translucent figure stretches toward her from the shadows, amplifying her unease as the weight of unseen presences closes in. When I touch him, ghosts disappear. That thought is the only comfort she has. She often finds herself in this secluded park, reminiscing about memories tied to that fleeting connection, knowing it's the only thing keeping her grounded. Each visit draws her closer to understanding the bond they shared, a love that transcends even the shadows of death. As she whispers soft words to the grave, she feels the weight of his presence, reminding her that he will always be with her. With a newfound resolve, she realizes that while ghosts may haunt her loves, memory gives her the power to face each day anew. Embracing the dawn, she understands that though he may be gone, their love will forever illuminate her journey ahead. In this sanctuary of memories, she begins to celebrate their love, allowing joy to intertwine with sorrow in her heart. With every word she writes, she honors their connection, weaving their story into the fabric of her life, transforming pain into creativity. In this moment of liberation, she understands that his love will always guide her, propelling her forward into a future filled with possibility. Jo Jung-won is increasingly annoyed by a strange woman who keeps appearing near him, clinging to his arm as if her life depends on it. He warns her sharply, telling her to stay away, insisting that she's trouble. But Gong-sil follows him anyway, not out of a desire for romance, but driven by her fear. As they walk through the dimly lit city streets, Gong-sil feels the weight of her fear pressing down on her. She knows she must stay close to Ju Jung-won, despite his annoyance, for she senses something lurking in the shadows, something that could put them both in danger. Standing at the corner, Ju Jung-won glances back at Gong-sil, frustration etched on his face. Meanwhile, Gong-sil clutches a small charm in her hand, her fear palpable as she hopes he might finally understand why she can't let him out of her sight. Reluctantly, Ju Jung-won slows his pace, casting a glance at Gong-sil, whose expression softens as she realizes he's not completely shutting her out. As they walk side by side under the streetlights, there's a flicker of connection between them, a silent understanding beginning to form amidst the tension. Every time he pushes her away, ghosts appear, sending her into a panic. She grabs him again, creating awkward, funny situations in public. People stare, and Jung-won's reputation starts to suffer. In a bustling park, Jung-won frantically attempts to shoo away playful ghosts, while she tries to suppress her laughter, attracting curious glances from joggers. At the supermarket, overwhelmed by the ghost's antics, he accidentally knocks over a pyramid of cereal boxes, causing chaos. At a bowling alley, Jung-won inadvertently bowls a strike while distracted by a ghost, making his date laugh uncontrollably. In the middle of a busy street, he stands awkwardly, surrounded by onlookers and floating ghosts, trying to explain the bizarre situation to his embarrassed girlfriend. In a restaurant, Jung-won's face turns red as he accidentally spills his drink while waving away a ghost, eliciting laughter from diners. His girlfriend covers her mouth in shock and amusement as another ghost playfully tugs at his shirt, drawing even more attention. At a beach party, Jung-won attempts to impress his friends as a ghost, playfully splashes water on him, causing his friends to burst into laughter. A close-up reveals Jung-won's exasperated yet amused expression as he struggles to maintain his composure amid the chaos. A new ghost has appeared in the mall, a young woman with long hair covering her face. She follows Gong-sil everywhere, crying softly. As Gong-sil finds herself at her favorite store, she can't shake off the unsettling feeling of being watched. The ghost lingers nearby, tears streaming down her ghostly face. Feeling the weight of the ghost's sadness, Gong-sil begins to search for answers. She recalls a rumor about the ghost, a tragic tale woven into the mall's history. Determined to uncover the truth, Gong Sil stumbles upon an old book that tells the tale of the ghost. With the revelation of the ghost's past, Gong Sil feels a mix of fear and empathy. With each revelation, Gong Sil realizes the ghost is not there to haunt her but to seek closure. She must help the ghost find peace or risk being haunted forever. In a quiet moment, Gong Sil comforts the ghost, promising to help her find the resolution she seeks. The bond between them grows stronger, lighting the path to healing. With each tribute, the ghost's presence becomes lighter, and Gong Sil feels the weight of sadness lifting. Together, they honor a past that deserved to be remembered. The ghost is possessive and jealous, especially when Gong Sil gets close to Jung Won. The atmosphere becomes heavier. This ghost is dangerous. Gong Sil feels an unseen force pressing down on her, a chill creeping into her bones as she struggles between her feelings for Jung Won and the ghost's suffocating jealousy. Little does Jung Won know danger lurks just beyond his reach. Gong Sil's heart races as she faces the ghost in the mirror, its malevolent intent clear as it warns her to stay away from Jung Won. In that moment, she realizes the ghost's power over her life is growing stronger. As the rain pours down, Gong Sil grips the pendant tightly torn between love and fear, feeling the ghost's icy breath against her neck. Jung Won approaches, oblivious to the storm brewing in the shadows. In the eerie silence of the abandoned building, Gong Sil confronts the ghost head-on, realizing that it will stop at nothing to keep her from Jung Won. As her desperate cries echo through the halls, Jung Won races against time to find her. As the day unfolds, Gong Sil feels an unsettling presence around her. The elevator doors have a mind of their own, slamming shut unexpectedly, as if triggered by a ghostly force. The lights flicker ominously, plunging her into darkness just moments before a sudden near fall from a precarious height sends a chill down her spine, awakening her to the reality that this ghost is not just sad, it is enraged. Determined to confront her fears, Gong Sil stands tall in her living room, the shadows swirling around her as she bravely faces the angry ghost that has disrupted her life. On the floor, an old photograph captures a glimpse of the ghost's former life, showing a young man with sorrowful eyes now consumed by fury, revealing the tragic events that led him down this dark path. With a trembling hand, Gong Sil reaches out towards the angry ghost, hoping to bridge the gap between their worlds, her expression filled with empathy as the mist swirls around them, symbolizing the spirit's inner turmoil. Outside, a storm rages, lightning striking the ground, mirroring the chaos within her heart as she battles to comprehend the ghost's profound anger and find a way to bring peace. She begs Jung Won to help. He still doesn't believe in ghosts, but the accidents are real. Doubt enters his mind. As she points towards the abandoned house, fear grips her heart, urging him to see the danger lurking within. Jung Won's expression shifts, caught between skepticism and the creeping realization that something isn't right. With a trembling heart, she urges Jung Won to step inside, fear intertwining with curiosity. As they peer into the darkness, Jung Won feels a shiver run down his spine, the presence within becoming impossible to ignore. As they venture deeper into the dimly lit room, an unsettling feeling wraps around them. Jung Won hesitates, raw fear gripping him as the flickering lights hint at the stories hidden in the darkness. In that heart-stopping moment, a mirror shatters unexpectedly, sending shards flying through the air, igniting her terror. Jung Won's mind races, grappling with the possibility that they are not alone in this haunted place. As whispers fill the air, she grips his arm, paralyzed by fear. Jung Won's heart races, uncertainty flooding his thoughts as he realizes he may have been wrong all along. Jung Won makes a deal: I'll help you, but only inside the mall. Outside, stay away from me. Gong Sil agrees immediately. For her, even a few hours without fear feels like heaven. As they navigate through the vibrant stores filled with laughter and chatter, Gong Sil begins to feel a sense of safety she hasn't experienced in a long time. Jung Won, despite his aloof demeanor, notices her smile and contemplates the unexpected bond forming between them. In the food court, Gong Sil finally indulges in the simple pleasure of food, savoring each bite, while Jung Won silently appreciates this moment of tranquility. The tension between them starts to dissolve, revealing glimpses of trust and friendship. As they explore a quaint bookstore, Laughter fills the air, creating a moment of respite from their worries. Jungwon realizes that this forced partnership is blossoming into something more meaningful for both of them. When the time comes to leave the safety of the mall, Jungwon watches Gong-sil prepare to face her fears. A silent understanding passes between them, hinting at a deeper connection that has formed during their time together. In a forgotten corner of the old office building, they come across a ghost whose tragic past begins to unravel. She was once a dedicated employee named Clara, who poured her heart into her work and loved someone deeply. But that love turned to betrayal, leaving her spirit trapped in sorrow. As they delve deeper into Clara's story, they learn that the very walls around them echo with her pain. Left behind after a tragic accident, she remains tethered to the memories of her lost love, trapped in her own world of loneliness and heartache. In her solitude, Clara's anger transforms into a longing for justice, the pain of betrayal festering within her spirit. The letters she once cherished now serve as reminders of the love that turned into a haunting regret, compelling them to understand her sorrow. As they piece together her story, the realization dawns that Clara's sorrow is rooted not in malice, but in a profound loneliness. Each day she watches as life continues around her, yearning for closure and a chance to release the pain of being forgotten. Gong-sil speaks gently to the ghost, promising she will not be forgotten, as the sadness in the ghost's eyes reflects its longing for connection. The ghost cries, then slowly fades away. Left behind, Gong-sil feels a mixture of loss and hope, vowing to remember the ghost's story in her heart. Outside, the moon shines brightly, casting a glow that mirrors her resolve. As days pass, Gong-sil dedicates herself to preserving the memories of the ghost, writing down every detail that she can remember. In the shadows, the spirit watches, feeling the warmth of connection remain. In a quaint cafe, Gong-sil shares her cherished memories of the ghost, with a close friend weaving tales that breathe life into the past. Each story she tells strengthens the bond between them, ensuring that the ghost will never truly be forgotten. At sunset, Gong-sil stands atop a hill, releasing flowers into the breeze, each one a tribute to the ghost's cherished memories. The vibrant sky reflects her hope, signifying that love and remembrance transcend time. After everything comes to an end, Gong-sil finds herself sitting alone, shaking from the weight of her emotions. As she sits on a park bench with autumn leaves swirling around her, Jungwon quietly watches her from a distance, feeling an unfamiliar sense of empathy. In this moment, he sees her not as a nuisance, but recognizes the bravery it takes for her to endure life filled with constant fear. Gong-sil's eyes shimmer with unshed tears as she hugs her knees to her chest, feeling utterly alone under the soft moonlight. Jungwon takes a step closer, compassion filling his expression, wanting to reach out and comfort her, but hesitating at the threshold of vulnerability. Gong-sil gathers the courage to look up, her tear-streaked face revealing a fragile blend of fear and hope as she locks eyes with Jungwon. He stands tall, his hand clenched into a fist by his side, silently promising his support and understanding in that shared moment. With a determined movement, Gong-sil wipes her tears away, using the back of her hand, a small but brave smile beginning to break through as she gathers the courage to speak. Jungwon's expression softens even more, his eyes conveying an understanding that goes beyond words as he takes a step closer, bridging the gap between them. He gives her his coat. Just stay close, only when necessary. It's not kindness yet, but it's the beginning. As they walk through the softly lit streets, an unspoken bond begins to form between them, each step echoing their cautious yet growing trust. Laughter lingers in the air as they share light banter, their playful interactions breaking down the walls that once kept them apart. They pause in front of a snow-blanketed park where her eyes light up with joy, and he takes a moment to appreciate not just the view but her. In a burst of spontaneity, she scoops up snow, laughter erupting as she throws it at him, and he responds with a playful dodge, their carefree spirits igniting the evening. With a twinkle of mischief, he manages to catch her off guard, and the joyous exchange transforms the cold night into an unforgettable adventure, deepening their connection. Breathless from laughter and play, they lean against a nearby bench, caught in a moment where the chill of winter fades away beneath the warmth of their emerging feelings. In a quiet moment, he reaches out to tuck a loose strand of hair behind her ear, and their eyes lock, revealing an unspoken promise nestled within their hearts. As they walk together, Gongsil smiles softly, feeling a warmth that she hasn't experienced in years, realizing for the first time that she isn't completely alone. Jung-won stands beside her, his body tense, yet unwilling to pull away, caught in the moment with a complex swirl of emotions. In this fragile moment, Gongsil takes a chance, her heart racing as their hands almost touch, a signal of the bond forming between them. Jung-won feels an inner conflict, stirring uncertainty, clouding his thoughts, even as he acknowledges the deepening connection. Gongsil gazes up at Jung-won, her eyes sparkling with hope, eager to bridge the gap that has kept them apart for so long. Jung-won turns his gaze away, wrestling with the emotions bubbling within him, uncertain of how to navigate this newfound closeness. Gongsil's heart races as she opens her mouth to speak, eager to break the silence that hangs heavily between them, surrounded by the beauty of the blossoming flowers. Jung-won takes a steadying breath, his expression shifting as he meets her gaze, the tension of uncertainty mingling with a glimpse of vulnerability.